seen that kind of unification.
Every now and then in physics you get a result which is, it's so beautiful, it really is like rolling candy on the tongue.
Oh, I was enormously proud of what Stephen had achieved.
After I announced my theory of Hawking radiation and the later discovery of exploding black holes, a procession of international awards followed. In the spring of 1974, I was inducted into the Royal Society, one of the most prestigious bodies of scientists. My name now sat alongside Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin. A year later, I received the gold medal for science from Pope Paul VI. Age 32, I was thrilled to have such high-profile awards to my name, and exciting new opportunities beckoned. In 1974, doors started to open for me. When I was invited on a visiting professorship to the Californian Institute of Technology in Los Angeles. This meant moving with the whole family for the academic year, and the lure of the American West Coast was irresistible.
We were in the midst of a revolution in the application of quantum physics to black holes. I was simply hoping to have a year in which the result would be better science done by Caltech scientists, by my research group and others, and better science done by Stephen.
Life in California was very different from Cambridge. I now had a large salary and a big house, just a stone's throw from the university.
Well, America could have been on another planet. We were living in the lap of luxury. No expense spared to make us welcome, and this great gift of an electric wheelchair provided for Stephen's use.
Yet, although we had all the mod cons that America could offer us, it was becoming clear that the demands of home life unchanged were becoming too intense. Looking after two young children and trying to cope with my ever-increasing disabilities were causing too much strain.
I could not see my way through what it was going to demand of me. And this wonderful idea came to me: if we were going to go to California and the students were going to come too, why didn't we offer them a bed in our house in return for some help with Stephen?
Of course, it's not the normal relationship between a student and the PhD supervisor. But for me, that was a good deal, because I lived rent-free in exchange for sort of helping Stephen out around the home, you know, half times and helping him with meals and things like that.
But the excitement of a new life in California was harshly interrupted by my motor neuron disease. The physical symptoms took an irreversible turn for the worst.
That was the year in which he lost the use of his hands. When he arrived, he could still write equations, though with some difficulty. By the end of the year, he couldn't. So it was, in terms of his physical development, it was a more difficult period. On the other hand, in terms of his mental development, as he gradually lost the use of his hands, he further developed his unique ways of thinking by manipulating shapes and topologies in his head, and became even more advanced than the rest of us.
By losing the finer dexterity of my hands, I was forced to travel through the universe in my mind and try to visualize the ways in which it worked.
He could move at lightning speed across the frontiers of knowledge and see things that nobody else could see. The disability forced him to carry himself in new ways, new directions.
Turning problems over in my mind has been my main method of discovery for nearly half my life now. While all around me people have buzzed away, deep in conversation, I have often been transported afar, lost inside my own thoughts,